Now, I want you to read the first word.
W-H-E-A-T. Wheat.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Okay, the next one.
F-L-A-K-E-S. I know, flakes.
Brian, have you seen my keys? I just had them a minute ago.
No. Okay, the next one.
R-A-I-S-I-N-S. That's easy. Raisins.
Are they in there? Brian, help me find them, honey. I'm late.
Oh, they're on the counter.
Okay, stand up. Let me look at you. Brian, I'm depending on you. After work, I have classes, so you'll have to look after Robbie. Meet him at school. Make sure he comes straight home. He gets out at 3:15, remember?
3 o'clock.
Right, 3 o'clock. You're not worried about your new school, are you?
No.
Junior high isn't all that different from grade school. It can be a wonderful experience, a chance to really learn. And you can do it, Brian. I know you can.
Sure.
I won't be around to help you as much as I used to. I'll have my own homework now. You'll just have to work a little bit harder on your own. You're bright enough. Heaven knows you can do as much as anyone. Brian. Honey, are you listening to me?
I'm bright enough. And I can do as much as anyone.
I don't want any more notes from the teachers. No more clowning around. Promise. Nose in the books.
Nose in the books.
That's a promise now.
Is Dad coming to visit soon?
Soon. Very soon. Okay, guys. Your turn to clean up. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
How can you tell when it's 3 o'clock?
The big hand's on the 12, and the little hand's on the 3.
Draw me a picture of it.
Told you.
Okay, you passed. Now it's your turn to clean up the kitchen.
No, it's yours. It's yours. How come I always have to do the dishes?
Because you're a little bitty one of a kid.
Mrs. Thomas.
That's our teacher.
Where do you want to sit?
Not in the front.
Mrs. Thomas. That is my name. You will notice it is spelled T-O-M-A-S without the silent H, but it is pronounced as if the H were silent. Do I make myself clear? You got the joke. Now shall we dispense with the rest of the formalities. You will see on your desk certain forms, requirements of the Board of Education. I suggest you fill these out. Names, addresses, telephone numbers, parent, guardian. I'm confident you will find this exercise as easy as pie, or as they say in the vernacular, a piece of cake. This is your homeroom. It is also the English classroom, although not all of you will be sharing it in this capacity. The rest of your classes are on these schedules. Is something wrong?
I spoiled it. Can I have another one?
You not only can, but may on my desk. What is your name?
Brian Ellsworth.
Brian, your apparent penchant for neatness is commendable. Now, one more thing before we go on with our classes. You are all of you starting on a part of your lives that can be wonderfully exciting and full of changes. And I'd like to share a piece of advice with you that I've found invaluable. To thine own self, be true. Does anybody recognize that quotation?
Polonius?
Did you say something, Brian?
Well, Polonius said it to Laertes in Hamlet.
Good. Do you remember the rest of it?
And it must follow, as the night, the day, thou canst not then be false to any man.
Very good.
Said on television.
There. Just leave the forms there and I'll collect them. Have a good day.
Thank you, Miss Thomas.
You're welcome, Kim.
What's the matter? Can't you make up your mind?
Well, it's best.
Big choice. Stew, glue, or garbage. I'm having the spaghetti.
I guess I will, too.
Decisions like that can be exhausting.
Now, if any one of you has grasped my explanation, can you give me an answer? Do I detect a gleam of intelligence? The square of A plus B? A gleam. Stand up, please.
A squared plus 2AB plus B squared.
Have you had algebra before?
No, Mr. Hibbing?
How do you know the answer? Go to the board and demonstrate it for the rest of the class. Lowercase, please. We don't use caps in algebra. We're waiting. I don't find that funny.
Man, what an act.
Thanks.
Why don't you try for football?
I'm not too good at catching the ball.
Well, I'll show you how. It's easy.
I already tried. Besides, I like track practice.
Well, then I'll be your fan and cheer you on.
And I'll be your fan when you're out on the football field.
All right.
Right.
form is terrible. You're all over the track. You run as if you don't care what lane you're in.
Didn't qualify.
Did I say that? We can work on your form. We can teach you to stay in your right lane. You're fast. I can't teach you that. But I can improve it.
Am I in?
You're in.
All right.
Drifter, come on the line. Come on. Get on the line. We're going to see how fast you are. Ready? Set. Take off.
Go for it!
Sorry about that crack at lunch.
What crack?
I hope you don't think I was impatient or anything.
It didn't bother me.
Do you always joke in class like that?
You mean life's too serious?
I'd better go. It's getting late.
Oh, I forgot.
What's the matter?
Oh, my watch died. Do you have the time?
2:45. Well, see you later.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye.
You're in.
All right.
Up the line. Red. Up the line.
So, Robbie, how was the first day of school for you?
Pretty good. I can read the first page of my book already without looking. I'll show you. Tom has a cat. It is a black cat. Tom likes his cat. You're not looking.
You're doing just fine, Robbie.
You want me to read more?
If I show you a word, can you tell me what it is like we do with the cereal boxes?
Sure.
Okay, read that sign.
Danger. No admittance.
Don't you ever get mixed up?
Like how?
Well, like the letters in the wrong place, and they're all jumbled up and stuff.
But they aren't. Why?
I was just wondering. We better get going. I've got a lot of homework.
Nose in the book and no clowning.
Yeah.
Did you, clown?
Hey, Robbie, watch for the stop sign! Nose in the books, no clowning. Nose in the books, no clowning.
Brian Ellsworth. You're a master of the illegible. And where it is legible, you make the most outrageous errors. Look at it. How much time did you spend on it?
2 hours.
Really? Well, take it home and do it over. Bring me something I can read and put a proper grade on. I did not dismiss you. Your peers may enjoy your clowning. I don't. Any more of it, and there'll be disciplinary action. You may go.
Brian, do you know what time it is? What are you doing?
Homework?
Is it that hard, or did you just get started late?
I'm almost finished.
What's the matter, honey? Is something bothering you?
My teacher's the pits.
Brian, don't blame it on the teacher. Do you know how many times you've said that to me? Every time you brought home a bad grade. Why is it you can do all these problems verbally, but when it comes to putting them on paper, you make so many mistakes? Hey, you want me to help you? I don't know how much of my algebra I can remember.
No, I can do it.
Hey, why don't you go to bed now and get up early? You'll feel fresh then. It won't seem so hard. Okay? Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I almost forgot. Your father phoned. Said you're going to try to be in town for parents' night. Why don't you set that as a goal so that when we meet with your teachers, you can be proud of what you've accomplished. Make that challenge for yourself and go to bed.
sincerely hope you have all read your assignment because now you're going to have a quiz on it. A quiz, that is a test to see how well you've caught its meaning. The school board very cleverly calls it a reading comprehension test, and they have asked us to make some pretty important evaluations on the results. So please, do your best. Brian, would you please? Thank you. Are you all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's enough.
I haven't got them all.
Just give me what you have. And the rest of you be quiet. Be quiet.
I'll pass them out, Miss Thomas, and I'll be more careful, honest.
Just give them to me. Come on. Go to your seat. Take the test like everybody else. And we'll talk about this after school. Do you have anything to say, Brian?
No, ma'am.
Not even an apology?
I'm sorry.
You puzzle me. Some of your other teachers have other opinions of you, but I think something's troubling you. Do you want to talk about it?
I don't have any problems.
No? And how do you explain your ability to recite Shakespeare, parrot nearly anything you hear in class, and when it comes to these simple quizzes, you fail so miserably? Is it that you're so smart, you think you don't have to study?
No, ma'am.
Do you study?
Yes, ma'am.
Brian, you can tell me anything you want. It'll stay right here. I'm on your side. Believe me. We can judge you only on performance. And in my class, it's been spotty. Some of the other teachers feel the same way. You leave me no choice but to assume that you just can't keep up with the rest of your class. You'll be assigned to remedial reading. The principal agrees with my decision.
Boneheads.
No. Remedial reading. You'll have a student tutor.
Who?
Kimberly Stone.
Kim?
She'll start tomorrow.
Brian, can you read this? I can figure out some of the words.
Is it a school book?
No, Mom used to read it to me.
You don't want to hear about bunnies. How about if I tell you a story? Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a little bitty one of a kid. And his name was Robbie. You peeked. That was his name, all right. And Robbie had a big, gigantic, strong, powerful, humongous brother. And his name was...
Brian!
Who's telling the story anyways?
You are.
All right. His name was Brian. And Brian was so big, he could pick up his little bitty one of a brother and throw him in the air so high that when he fell, he fell with a big bump. But this humongous, powerful brother Brian had a secret.
What?
He wouldn't tell anyone what it was.
Why?
Because it's not a secret if you tell anyone.
He'd tell his brother.
No, he wouldn't.
Make it so he told his brother. Brian, what was the secret?
You want to tell the story. All right, go ahead.
No, you tell it. Only tell what the secret was.
This big, gigantic, powerful brother Brian was...
What?
A dumbbell.
No, he wasn't. He was real smart. You were smarter than anyone else in the whole world.
I've got some homework to do, Robbie.
Will you finish the story later?
Yeah? Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're such a good kid. Why am I such a dumbbell? Why can't I be like other people?
Sorry I'm late. I had to pick up some stuff at the office.
It's okay.
You won't need them. We're not going to write anything yet.
Just in case.
We can both make this easier if we just, get right down to it.
What I'd like to know is why you let Thomas talk you into it.
She didn't talk me into it. She thought I could help.
Well, I don't need any help.
It's not as if you were dumb or something. Anyone who can memorize the way you do or figure out math problems without even writing them down, that's not dumb. Let's just get started. You've got the book Thomas gave you, that one.
What page?
The beginning. Just read the first sentence. The first word.
3.
There.
Where?
The word's there, not 3. There was.
There was an old man who lived in a shoe. He had so many children he didn't know what to do.
Brian, stop. Why do you make a joke of everything?
I don't want to read this junk.
You're not even trying.
Okay, so I'm not trying. So why waste your time?
If it was anybody else, I wouldn't. Just start from the beginning again. There. Maybe it would help you to remember if you wrote the words down.
There
Was
was
an old man
an old man who lived by the
sea.
sea.
What do we call this?
Nothing.
Nothing. I can see you've done nothing. Do you care to explain why?
Well, yes, sir. I wasn't prepared for the test. I know how to upset you if someone's unprepared. I'd be upset myself.
That's enough.
I was just trying to explain, sir.
You can explain that to the principal. Now, on your way, at once.
Don't hit me, sir. Please, sir. I'm going. I'm going right now. Straight to the principal's office.
The rest of you get on with the test. I find it pitiable rather than comic when someone chooses to make a fool of himself.
You have quite a record here, Brian, all the way through grade school. Evidently, you can do excellent work when you choose to, but you don't choose to very often, do you? Why?
I don't know.
Any problems at home? Do you get along with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you get enough sleep?
Yes, ma'am.
You'd say so anyway, wouldn't you? Well, how do you explain your behavior? I've talked to Mrs. Thomas about this, and I'm going to discuss it with your other teachers, and I want your mother to come in for a talk.
She works.
We'll find a suitable time. Now, classroom problems are no excuse for bad behavior, so I'm restricting your privileges until we find out more about you. You may not participate in any extracurricular activities, including sports. And I want your mother to come in and arrange a time with me. Give this to her, please. You may go.
You've been grounded, Ellsworth. I'm not supposed to be here. What's the problem? Anything I can help you with?
Hey, Brian, wait up!
Let him get it out of his system.